the CR as a bad bill. But as bad as the CR is, I believe allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option.
Welcome back. That was Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer justifying his support for the Republican-drafted government funding bill. It's called a CR, that stands for Continuing Resolution. That's how this gets resolved. The Senate is in the process of resolving this and will avert a partial federal government shutdown. We know this because just a few moments ago, it advanced a key procedural vote in that direction. We are joined now by our Caitlin Huey-Burns, my colleague, who is following all this on Capitol Hill. Caitlin, catch us up on where we are.
Well, it is in Congress if it doesn't come down to the very last minute. That's kind of where we are right now, Major. You know this well. We've been through this many times before. But I just came over here from the chamber where it appears that they are going to have enough votes to pass this thing. What happened was we've been talking all week about how Republicans would need at least 8 Democrats to come over to their side and vote with them against blocking this bill. They got more than 8 votes. They got 10, at least at this moment as we're talking to you. And Schumer, the Senate Minority Leader, teed that all up yesterday. And what this has really done has caused a rift within the Democratic Party right now. That's kind of been the biggest story of the day up here. This budget bill, this funding bill, is now likely to pass later on tonight, averting a government shutdown. But Democrats are still trying to figure out where they go from here, given that they had to essentially fold here. And we had House Democrats come back to the Congress today to try to message and try to put pressure on Senate Democrats not to support this thing. And, you know, they really weren't successful. And I actually asked Democratic leader on the House side, Hakeem Jeffries, kind of where they are here. Take a listen to what he had to say. If Democrats stay united against this, the government will shut down. What would you have expected Schumer to do?
This is not about one individual. This is about the American people. That's our view, right? We made a decision based on the 4 corners of this bill.
And it was very notable today, Major, that Jeffries was asked several times by reporters in that room whether he had confidence in Chuck Schumer, and he would not answer the question, which I think is very telling right now. You have a lot of Democrats who are upset with Schumer for providing this political cover to get this bill onwards. And Schumer's argument was, look, we are between a rock and a hard place right now. We don't have the leverage we think we do, and if we don't act now, the government will shut down, and that could be catastrophic for the very federal workers we're talking about protecting. So this bill will pass tonight, but Democrats still have a long way to go in figuring out how they message, strategize, unify from here.
And Caitlin, picking up on the last point you just made, and Chuck Schumer gave voice to this, his concern, shared by obviously 9 other Senate Democrats, that if there is a shutdown of any duration, it will empower Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency to go farther faster.
That's right, because it's up to OPM to decide, you know, who is essential and who is not, deciding kind of how government functions in a partial government shutdown, if that makes sense. So there was this concern among Democrats, especially voiced by Schumer, that a shutdown, in addition to all the havoc it could wreak on workers and the economy as well, that it would also further empower Musk. Democrats on the Senate side have been, you know, kind of making that argument as well as they've been trying to figure out where to go from here. And it's notable kind of breaking down the votes, the yes votes today from Democrats in the Senate. A couple of them are not running for re-election in the next midterm. So that also is kind of playing into this. And you're going to have this divide between a Democratic base that wants their leadership to really fight against everything that Trump is doing, and others who have to kind of be a little more practical here and look at the longer term.
Caitlin Huey-Burns on Capitol Hill, as always. Thank you very much.